Hi, I'm Rixi, and welcome to this week's episode of Behind the Scenes. Follow me. This week, I would like to encourage you with a scripture that is really powerful. It's Romans 8:31. What then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter what they want to do. If God is for us, who can be against us? This week, I'm excited to take you to a gentleman. He's not only a pastor, he's not only a policeman, he is a man with a deep voice, very commanding. I'm excited to take you to him. Come with me, let's go see who he is. We are at a pastor's house that I recently met. I'm excited to meet him. Come, let's see who he is.
Rixi.
Pastor Masotla.
Are you well, bro?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Nice to see you again, man.
Likewise, Pastor.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Rixi. Come in. Let us sit here, brother.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome.
Pastor Jonas Masotla, I'm here today to show the viewers who you are at home. So could you tell me who you are?
I'm a father. I'm a husband to my wife. And what shall we say? I'm a pastor. I'm pastoring a church, by the way, say at least 5 kilometers from our house here in a place called Nelmapias. And I'm just an ordinary person, as it were, if I'm not on stage and with the mic.
If you are a pastor, then you have a collar and you always formal. Is it what it is?
No, far from it, actually. Can you imagine if you were to have a father or if you were to be your friend and always me and you, all I am to you is a pastor? That wouldn't work. No, I am a pastor on stage. I'm a pastor at church. I'm a pastor in the police. I'm a chaplain there. But when I come to the house, to my wife, I'm Jonas, that's what she calls me, or my love. And then to the kids, I'm just a daddy. And I sort of unplug and become a father of the house when I get home.
Wow. And the music, where did the music start for you?
The music starts from the house, from where I was born. My father and my mother were pastoring what we call a traditional church, the old apostolic churches, as it were. Now, we grew from a church background, not the one that I'm in now. And we were always singing hymns there. That's when it started. But even then, I did not see myself as a professional or a stage singer. It was only later that's when I realized that there is talent and people are pointing it out to me. Yes.
Wow. So, Pastor, I want to know, at home, do you ever have that moment where you are just singing? Because I can hear your voice and I hear this deep voice, commanding voice. So would you give the listeners a little something so that they just can understand that it's not just the CD there where we can listen something that they did post-production or whatsoever, that the pastor can really sing?
I like singing. In fact, I sing out of the blue, actually. And sometimes when I walk in the house here, I'll just pitch a song and my wife will support me. Like these days, at the beginning of the year, there's a song that we sing a lot. Omohau wa modimo ki kwetsa ye ekakang ekabao. In fact, there's a verse that we are singing, Lord, that says, modimo no mpumane tsile yata.
So, Pastor, what does that song mean to you? What does it mean to if you could explain to me? I am as Afrikaans as can come, so I really want to know what it means. I know the melody of the song, I've played it before, but I have no idea what it means.
Yeah, I'm happy that you are as Afrikaans as they come, because most of my friends are actually Afrikaans. I'm actually running, I'm a runner, I run.
I saw.
I'm an athletic runner, I'm a comrade marathon runner with the club called East Race Athletic Club. So that's where I spend my time as a runner. But the song I sing, it's more about, the writer seems to be amazed that he was going astray, he came from nothing, and the grace of the Lord sort of lift him or her up.
Oh.
And as this person, the writer, is going up and up, he does not forget the favor that the Lord has favored him or her with. So he's singing about the grace that came upon him from nothing and the protection that God is giving him. And he keeps saying, I am surprised. It's sort of an amazing grace. There's similar lines if you want.
Oh, wow. Pastor, I'm very interested in your running and the fact that you are a police chaplain. I was in the army, by the way. I don't know anything about the police, but my brother was a police officer, and it seemed, well, if I look at the news now, it seems to be a tough position to be a policeman. How do you encourage them?
Yeah, they need encouragement all the way. But you see, my work involves workshops, projects and programs, and counseling. So my client, as it were, or the person I'm focusing on is the member in uniform. So if they go out there and they go to the scenes of crime, they go through shootings, they go through, you see, people tend to forget that the people behind the uniform are just as human as everybody else. Now, when they go through tough times, we have got what we call an EHW in the police, which is ourselves as chaplains, pastors, the social workers, and the psychologists, which we focus fully on the member. That regardless of the noise and everything that is happening around there, we must see to it, to the spiritual well-being, the social well-being, and the psychological well-being of the member. That's what we are doing.
Wow. No, that's good. Then my next question would be, I know that you are actively involved in the community and that you have a lot of community projects. So could you maybe elaborate on that for me?
Yeah, I strongly believe, Rixi, that we must do our bit. Everybody in your little corner, you do a little bit, and it does not necessarily have to be in the news or all that. Now, as I said, just 3 kilometers from where we are here, my church is there in Nelmapias. And as you can imagine, every church has got its own dynamics and, challenges that they have. Now, we are in a very formally disadvantaged area. And being in Pretoria, one of the things that we are battling with is the issue of nyaupe, which is a drug. And children who have lost their parents through the scourge of HIV and AIDS. Fortunately, it's no longer happening a lot now, but we as a church are feeding at least 120 kids, and we have been doing it for 10 years now. We have got a place, a center, where they come, when they come from school, where they come and have a meal. We are having our partners that are helping us. Of course, I must mention that social development is also helping us to look after those kids. And we see it as a way of the church stretching their hand and giving a social project, as it were, back to the community. Because we believe that the church is not only a Sunday morning thing. Our church is now beyond the walls. We must give something back.
Wow. I love this, that artists and pastors are all getting involved in our communities and giving back. It is really a great thing. Pastor, if I can ask you, what is the next best thing that you're going to do for you as Pastor Jonas Masotla?
Yeah, I think I want to believe that there are exciting times coming for me. I still have got a lot to offer musically. And I see myself not as someone, singing to win an award or to be known and all that. I see myself as a voice, encouraging, speaking about moral issues, and then, empowering. And again, in our community, I want to sort of develop other musicians that would come behind me. I believe that music is universal, and I think if there are people that can come and take over from us and run the baton, that will be the next best thing for me. And of course, I was recently in Kenya. I was amazed how they accepted my music, and that is sort of, ignites something in me that people are waiting outside there to hear this rough and clumsy voice singing. So if I can go beyond the borders, the better.
Wow. Pastor Masotla, so if the viewers want to get a hold of you for gigs or just to speak, because you are a pastor and you are a running pastor for that matter, so you can run to them. No, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, if people can visit us at the Facebook page at Bold Music, and of course they can even follow me, Jonas Masotla, on Facebook. I'm there. And my number, of course, is 083-584-3996 for music purposes and for pastoral purposes.
Pastor Masotla, it's been amazing to get to know you better, and I'm really looking forward to working with you in future and that project that we spoke about.
Yeah, no. You are Africans, they say, beloftes max skeletons.
Definitely.
But it was really exciting to have you at my place. It's not always that you get big people like you in a house like this one. Thank you for coming over.
Thank you. Alright, next up, I'd like to show you what he sounds like, whether that big voice can actually sing.
Listen to this. Nobody knows about the troubles I have seen. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows about the troubles I have seen. Nobody knows about the troubles I have seen. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I'm smiling. Nobody knows, but only Jesus knows.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that music video just as much as I did. It was really good. We'll be sending Pastor Jonas Masotla to Ingadi Spa, where he's gonna be spoiled rotten and he's gonna have a day of relaxation. You can also stand a chance to go to Ingadi Spa. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, hit the like button, message us with the name of the spa and your name. If you enjoy Behind the Scenes, go like our Facebook page and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Behind the Scenes with Rixi. And remember Romans 8:31, if God is for us, who can be against us? Nobody at all. I'm looking forward to see you next week, same time, same place. And remember, keep on keeping on. Peace.